every day you're going out wearing a poncho. Or every day you're turning off the stove, the microwave, because there's lightning constantly every day. No, there's a season. There's a season. There is a season for storms to occur, but there's a season for storms not to occur. A season, a season. See, like I said, out of the 8 months, those storms are useless. They don't do nothing to us. They're not fit to their purpose. Why? Because the storm has passed and has worked its purpose in its season. There comes another season right after it. The aftermath. The aftermath. Or, as many may know, the after effect. When you hear the word the aftermath, you think of something that happened after a chaotic situation happened, or a disastrous event happened. The aftermath. You see, you have to understand that breakthroughs are seasonal. Breakthroughs are seasonal. Or did I not just say that you're going to be going through breakthroughs every day of your life? No, God didn't intend it like that. Breakthroughs are seasonal. Once you break through one thing you are battling, you will break through something else. But, as breakthroughs are seasonal during every storm in your life, there is also a victorious season. There's also a celebration season. There's also the aftermath season. Now, what is the aftermath? As I began to think of what I was going to bring today, the only thing that I thought of, and I spoke to the apostle about it, is that, we go through our breakthroughs. We entered into that season of celebration, but what happens next? What happens after that season of storms pass? And the only thing that came to my attention is it's the aftermath. The aftermath. So what is the aftermath? What is the aftermath in your life? What is the aftermath of your life? What is the aftermath in my life? What is the aftermath of this church? What is the aftermath of the place? What is the aftermath to those that are connected to this place? See, the aftermath, you have to understand, it's a period of time following a disastrous event. So what happened to Oklahoma, it happened to Oklahoma. Now they're experiencing the aftermath. But the aftermath is also a new growth. The aftermath also signifies a second growth. Okay? The aftermath also means a new growth in the same season. And I'm finishing. Give me 5 minutes and I'm done. The aftermath is a result of something new happening from a chaotic disaster. Something chaotic happened in Oklahoma, but now, from that result, they are recovering in what is called the aftermath, which is a new growth. It's a second growth. See, in the environmental atmosphere, the aftermath is when a new growth of crop happens in the same season. The breakthrough of your storm will make that the aftermath sprout new growth in your life from that same storm. Let me break it down to you. What I'm trying to say is, when we go through our storms, when we break through our storms, God will give us an aftermath within that same storm that we had to break through. It's not like, okay, well, Heidi broke through this. Okay, sometime. Okay, now it's the aftermath. No. Heidi broke through what she was going through, and within that same storm she had to break through, she's experiencing the after effect. She's experienced the aftermath. She's experiencing the after effect. Guess what? In the same season. In other words, I didn't have to wait for fall to come so I can experience the aftermath. I didn't have to experience the winter season to experience the aftermath. And the same summer season that I am enjoying, that I had to break through some stuff. I had to break through some storms. Yes, Pastor Heidi had to break through some stuff. But guess what, baby? I'm enjoying my season. I'm enjoying my aftermath. And the same season that wounded me, the same season that God will restore me. The aftermath. See, you are entering, Generation of Faith, we're entering a new season in the same season that caused us pain. In the same season that maybe you had to fight your marriage not to die. In the same season that you may be struggling financially. Yes, it's in that same season that you will experience the aftermath. This is how I picture it. A financial breakthrough, Carlos. We lose a job. Things get kind of tight in the house. We don't have enough for this. We don't have enough for that. It's just a struggle. But remember, a breakthrough also means a major achievement and a progression of success. See, I may be breaking through a financial crisis, and it's easy to celebrate in a season when someone can donate you $10,000 by you asking it. But how are you going to get your breakthrough if you can't put that aside in God? I'm trusting in you. I'm putting my faith in you. I'm going to fight this out. I'm going to fight this storm out. So I'm breaking through. And that same breakthrough is going to affect the way that I'm going to trust God. It's going to be able to experience the aftermath that I'm experiencing in this season. You cannot enjoy a breakthrough in a season that God, someone can give you just $20,000. No, you will begin to appreciate the breakthrough when you do it all by yourself. When you begin to begin to fight things. You know, Lord, you declared this. Lord, you said this. You said, because you said this better happen. And we begin to declare the word that God has declared over this house. We begin to declare what God has declared over you. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna break through this. Yes, I'm gonna break through it. And there's no better appreciation to know that once you break through, you can celebrate the aftermath in the same season. I need people today that are celebrating in the season that caused them pain. I need people in this place to celebrate the season that caused them hurt. I need people in this place to celebrate the aftermath that caused them hell. The aftermath, yes, the aftermath. How many can celebrate your aftermath? Many don't know what you've been through. Nobody knows what you broke through. No one knows. But yes, the aftermath. Oh, I may have gone through this, but I'm shining now. I'm shining out in this season. That same season that hurt me. It's the same season that when you don't have the strength to get up from, you think that you cannot get up from. It's that same time. It's that same season. You're like, Lord, I can't do this. I don't have the strength. That you encountered that wall situation again. It's too hard. It's uncomfortable. But God said it. But God said it. But God said it. Because God said it, it's going to happen. I declare now that you just celebrate the aftermath. Celebrate the aftermath. And the same season that wounded you is the same season you're going to celebrate. Yes, it's in that same season that you will experience the aftermath. The new growth in your life. The second wind. The fresh beginning. The aftermath. You know what's also great about the aftermath, it's also a time, a season where people won't be able to talk about what was done or what was said or what he did or what she did before or the struggles they went through or the hardship that maybe Generation of Faith went through. See, that's the good thing about the aftermath. Because the aftermath displays and it shows off what was wiped out, the old, and what brings forth the new. See, you have to understand that when a storm comes, it will wipe things out. When a storm comes in your life, it's meant to wipe things out. Okay? A storm is meant to wipe things out. So maybe Ixia was with me in the season that I was going through a hardship. And she saw the storm I was dealing with. But guess what? What does the storm do? It wipes out. Now Ixia is seeing me in my aftermath. She can't judge me. She can't talk about me what happened before because guess what? It's wiped out. The old has passed. Oh, it's been wiped out, baby. God doesn't remember it. I don't remember it. So guess what? It's been wiped out because I'm experiencing my aftermath. I'm experiencing the new growth. I'm experiencing the second growth. I'm experiencing something fresh in my life. See, the aftermath, it displays. It gives a testimony. It shows off what was wiped out, what was the old, what was the negative, what was the religious mindset, what was done in the past, the sin you committed yesterday, the thought that you had 25 minutes ago. Guess what? It's been wiped out. God makes things, everything new. Why? Be ye not conformed with this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. The aftermath, and you guys may stand up. I'm finishing with this. I don't know where the girls having to come up. You have to understand that the aftermath is the time of celebration. It's the time that we begin to cultivate the new land. It's the time that we get to experience the fresh. It's like having a new start. It's like starting all over again. It's like God getting a brand new book and the pages are white and he begins to write your story again. That's what it is, the aftermath. A second growth. A new growth. To put something fresh that was old. To start up something new that was just not supposed to be there. See, it's a celebration time. GOF. I am proud and happy to say that we are living our aftermath season. Okay, I didn't know if you heard me. Generation of Faith, the place. And those that are watching that are connected with us, we are celebrating our aftermath season. We are celebrating the new start. We are celebrating a fresh start. We are celebrating what has been wiped out or what has been said. Things that have gone contrary to what God has declared. It has been wiped out. God makes things new. He makes all things new. We are in the aftermath of this season, this time, in this place. God makes all things new in due season, but in due season, in the aftermath. See, your breakthrough will come from a storm. Your breakthrough will come from a storm, but it will provoke an aftermath in your life. How many can celebrate that with me today? How many can celebrate that with me today? Your breakthrough, yes, it will come through a storm. It will come through a storm, but, it will provoke an aftermath in your life. God makes all things new. God makes all things new. He erases what had happened. He erases the past. I don't know who I'm talking to today. He erased.